Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. So gold, as already explained in the last videos, entered our yellow support area here already end of June, middle of June, end of June, and now we are watching for a possible bottom low, a low that could be put in place, a lasting low in a wave 2 to rally afterwards in a wave 3. The wave 3 itself would again consist of 5 waves. Price has pulled back to the 1907 level, which is the golden ratio, the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. It could even go lower. At the moment, I have no reliable low in place, so I cannot confirm at this stage that a low has been established. Price is moving in very corrective structures at the moment, so I would not be surprised to see one more low at this stage. And if it gives us another low, to confirm that it needs to break below 1907, and then we will have support at this descending trend line that you can see on the chart. That is the trend line of this wedge pattern. I only have 2 touch points down here, but I've got enough up here to make it some kind of a wedge pattern. So I would pay attention to the trend line if we make one more low, and the 1865 level, which is the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. We have enough waves to the downside to count this wave complete, and it's also a very, time-wise, a very, very long correction. I mean, we can look at the Fibonacci time zones. Let's see if that's the one that I mean. Yeah. So if I take the length of the wave 1, you can see that we already nearly at twice the length of the wave 1. So this is the wave 1 going to the top of on the 14th of April, and then took the same length that was here end of May, and then again same length here to the 300% extension, nearly there. Nearly there. That would be the 17th of July. I mean, I don't really use these time zones because they are terribly unreliable. However, it's always worth knowing, where are we looking at the proportions, and certainly this is a very long wave 2. Not necessarily too deep yet. It is a healthy wave 2. It's not too deep. It would get too deep below 1865. So it can still go lower, no problem. I think as soon as we have a break out of this wedge pattern to the upside, that would be a first strong indication that a low has been established. And we will then have a major resistance point, in my opinion, here around these previous swing highs around 1988, 1987, because you've got a lot of previous swing highs price just couldn't get above. We've got all these resistance points, all these spikes, and support here. So that's all around 1988 plus minus a few dollars, So pay attention to that level. If we go higher, that will be a tough one to get above. And looking at the micro level now, we had, as indicated in previous videos, a possible 5-wave move to the upside. However, it can only count as a leading diagonal, so we cannot necessarily trust it. It came back in 3 waves, which is good. So we have a possible 1-2 setup. And after that 1-2 setup, price did rally, but only in 3 waves. This is not an impulse. It's not 5 waves, and price has retraced a lot already. Could even become some kind of a triangle here. Something like that. Pay attention to that. But we don't have enough touch points to make it a proper triangle. It just mean that we're moving in corrections here. So this move up, even though I can count 5 waves, it can easily be a correction, because if it's a diagonal, you can always count it as a correction as well. The move down is corrective, the move up is corrective, the move down is corrective. So I don't see a clear opportunity here, don't see a clear sense of direction yet. And at the moment, therefore, I'm not convinced that price has bottomed. If we get a break above the wedge out of the trend line, a sustained break, then I think we can talk about a low in place. Until then, another low is reasonably likely. And bear in mind, they can use the entire space in this support area all the way down to 1865. Only below 1865, I would have to change the scenario. But for now, we keep it as it is, below 1865. It would not necessarily be bearish. There is another bullish scenario that we can talk about if we get closer to 1865. But for now, the focus eventually needs to be on higher, in my opinion. But very short term, of course, because the trend hasn't shifted from a downtrend into an uptrend. we have to very short term focus on lower until we have a confirmed low established. Okay, that's my update about gold. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.